All right, if you haven't seen it yet, this is my plug and play adapter to be able to run a GT500 dual pump hat on the GT. So no special harness is needed, no second driver module, right? You just need the plug and play hat harness and then my 8 gauge fpdm wire upgrade kit. But anyway, we're here to talk about this today. So there are a couple tips I'm just going to give you for the install. It's not 100% plug and play. The connectors are all correct. However, there are some slight modifications and pointers I'm going to give you to make sure you get proper connections. The first one being is on your GT500 hat, right? So normally there's these two notches here. And see, I removed them on this one. So you're going to have to remove those. Unfortunately, that's how it is. I could have gotten a cheaper connector, or sorry, I could have got a more expensive connector. It was like double the price trying to get it from Ford. And I wanted this to be budget. So in the interest of keeping this whole setup, with the 8 gauge wire kit, so you can run one of these hats without trying to find the unicorn dual FPDM harness, which even when people made them, I think Celine used to sell them before they went out of business the first or second time. But it was like $400 for the harness and the driver. So this is a much more budget option. And then so you're going to have to make a slight mod. However, it's very simple. So like I showed you, these two clip little notches, fins, I guess you call them here. I've removed them on this hat, as you can see. So not hard to do. You can use some wire cutters. You can use a utility knife. You could use a Dremel sanding wheel. So actually this is quite easy to do with a utility knife here. I'm just going to show you a couple methods. Right. So I took that one fin off rather easy. Make sure that focuses. So I completely took that one off with just a utility knife. So whatever, and you can do it in the car if you wanted. There's, I can use some dikes here to snip it off. That worked pretty well too. You could use a cutting wheel or a Dremel sanding bit, like I mentioned. Get the little back part of this off. I want this nice weather to stay here. It was nicer the past 2 days, but then it got a little chilly today. Alright, so there's quick, pretty straightforward. So yeah, and that'll allow the connector to fit all the way easier, right? And then you want to make sure you push it all the way in till it clicks, and then push the lock over, and it locks. So that's all it takes. So unlock. Woo. Oops. Pick it back up there. Alright, so then I pulled it back off. These connectors are new. They're going to be stiffer and tighter. For that reason, I'll go over the other side with you too real quick. So I have... so there's just a pigtail. So this is the stock GT510 GT Fuel Hat connector. Right? And it's used. It's off a car. It's a little older. So this is going to supplement what you have in your car that would normally plug into your GT hat, which I don't have one laying around right now, but I thought I did. Bear with me, folks. Alright, yeah, so this is just a stock connector. Right, that would go to your stock hat. Alright, and on the new harness, it has that same style connector that's going to accept it. However, because of some dissimilarities in the plastic, right? So These on this one, you don't have to mess with the fins. It is going to be plug and play for your OEM harness. Get that in the shot better. There we go. But see how it didn't click when I push it? So the plastic is a little, older and softer, and this is more rigid. So to make it click, make sure you do this. You don't want this to, vibrate loose over time. So seat it all the way as far as you can by hand, and take like a small flat tip and just push this plastic forward so it catches on that lip. You'll hear it make a clicking sound when it does. So I'm going to just get the flat tip in there and push down. You hear it click, and now it's locked and it won't come up. And then of course you push the locking lever back over, and to take it off, slide the clip back. Don't push here, it won't do anything. You got to push where the notches are, and it'll lift it up, and it comes right back out. So yeah, that's it. So some quick tips, minus me dropping the camera when I pulled it off. Just pretend like that didn't happen. But that's pretty much it. That's how it installs. Hope those tips help. I'll have these out soon. All right, that's it.